morning session of this stream. So I wanted to talk about Jerry Jones, Calvin Candie, like slave master comments he made in regards to a player basically went from, talking about, his performance to talking about, well, he must have a, gigantic like, dude, what's wrong with this old man? Is your dementia starting to kick? Jerry Jones has been under fire at least 3 or 4 times for making these backhand innuendos towards, in particularly, black athletes, some that play on his team. But for him to say that in front of Jamie Foxx, to where Jamie Foxx had a look on his face like, damn, you feel comfortable saying something like that in front of me? Dude, do you know who I am? I'm a 2-time Academy Award winning actor. It's like, bro, like, and that's what they used to do back in this day when they'd have these slave auctions. One of the selling points would be, they would, you know, they basically would show the dude's junk. They would say this dude could be a breeder, a good breeder. So, a lot of times they would buy those slaves and put them on those plantations, and they would basically force them to engage in encounters with women to, create slave babies. As soon as they're, as soon as they're fully functional and walking, they basically put them to work. So that would be the sticking point, basically the Mandingo thing. And then a lot of times what would be happening, sometimes either these slave owners would have like a teenage daughter or something, or a adult daughter, or sometimes the wife would be sneaking into the barn and basically, violating those dudes. And then when a mysterious pregnancy would come up, and then when the baby is born and that baby had melanin in him, and it's like, uh-oh. So, just to hear Jerry Jones just talk like that, it says a lot about his character. And, of course, you're going to have people that's going to defend Jerry Jones because, black people love to protect their open enemy. They have this mentality where they have to protect master. The Mr. Cooper, good white folks. Jerry Jones is good white folks. Michael Irvin is going to come out and defend Jerry Jones, which Michael Irvin really don't have no, he really don't have no influence with us. He really don't have no juice with us. Now, we were happy that Michael Irvin, got justice for what happened to him at the Super Bowl when they basically ran him off of this, ran him out of the Super Bowl. So we was glad that he got a $20 million settlement. Good for him. Good for him. Because he was dead wrong. Basically just having some, just basically having just regular contact. And this person turned into like, he like did the unthinkable, casual contact. But that's what they do now. That's why, guys don't approach women anymore. This is why guys don't walk up to women anymore and pick up conversation with them and try to talk to them, because they're so afraid now that these women going to accuse them of something. But, Jerry Jones has a history of saying stupid stuff like that and turn it into a racial innuendo. And like I said, I expect people, dude, I said what he said. What do you mean? What did he say? I just said what he said at the beginning of the video. Nah, I never saw the buck breaking video, but I know all about it. But that was some of the stuff that they used to do. And sometimes the male slave owner would violate the slave. So, Jerry Jones comments were typical of an old fart like him. Because, Jerry Jones is 81 years old, going on 82. So it's just typical. And I see somebody on here trolling and stuff, but, talked about what did he say? I already said what he said. So let me get rid of this dude since you trying to troll. Yeah. Anybody else want to play these games? All you got to do is go look up the audio. All you got to do is look up the audio in which Jamie Foxx was doing the stream. I guess he didn't know, and he talked about he's healthy, he's healthy. Let me see if we pass it to me. Yeah, he's very healthy. He got like he got like a 8.5-inch dick. Like, dude, what do that got to do with anything, dude? But yeah, that would so Jerry Jones looks at his employers as his football players as livestock. But that's how a lot of those NFL owners see their players. They see them as livestock. And that's why they come at him the way they come at him. And this is why, people say it's just paid slavery. Because to a certain degree they're not respected by the owner, and they should be, because they're making the owner like billions of dollars. They're making the league as a whole billions of dollars a year. So why is anybody surprised? I mean, keep in mind, it's the same Jerry Jones where a picture surfaced of him at a Jim Crow rally, and then more information came out where Jerry Jones was told not to go there, and he went there anyway. And come to find out, he went to like they may have been two or three of them, and he went to like the second one after he was told it wouldn't be a good look for him, and he said, "Oh, I went out of curiosity." What curiosity for what? Like, curiosity of what? Of racism? And definitely in your day, Jim Crow was in full effect. Jim Crow, segregation, coloreds only bathroom, whites only bathroom, whites only hotels. So that was in full effect when you was around, dude. So for him to sit up there and try to act like he didn't, like he didn't know what was going on. I mean, come on, let's not be stupid. And then, like I said, you had to, protect Mighty Whitey Task Force. The guys like Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock and those type of dudes made excuses for Jerry Jones, and Skip Bayless, he refused to do a segment on it. Now I give LeBron James credit. He called Jerry Jones out for that. He was like, "Hey man, how come y'all didn't ask me about that? Y'all could ask me about anything else, but you didn't want to ask me about the Jerry Jones thing." And keep in mind, this is when this Kyrie Irving stuff was going on too. So when they was all piling on Kyrie Irving for his decision not to take the potion, and then which led to some other things, they were just picking on Kyrie Irving. But you see how finicky people are and how they pick and choose when they want to be pissed off at somebody. It's easy for people to get pissed off at a black man. People will make up reasons to get, and people have this thing like we ain't supposed to speak on anything, like we're not supposed to voice our opinion. Like, it's like, how dare you not agree with white people? How dare you not fall in line? How dare you have your own opinion? And people still think like that towards black men in particular. Like, we have to watch what we say because we have to be worried about what Mighty Whitey gonna say, but not with me. That was just ignorant that Jerry Jones got caught basically, on Instagram Live saying that stuff. Makes you wonder what he says when the camera's not rolling. I'm pretty sure he said far worse stuff than that But just for him to be even having a conversation like that out in the public around, well, really a bunch of men. I'm surprised Jerry Jones hasn't been harassed. But then, Jerry Jones have these fraternity suits, against him where, women are seeking back child support and, called, you know, so-called children want to be acknowledged, basically newly found children and stuff want to be acknowledged. They want the name. So Jerry Jones then been under a lot of fire for a lot of different things, but none of this stuff, uh, none of this stuff surprised me about him. Listen, I didn't buy it. He went out of curiosity, man. If anybody believed that, I don't know what to tell you. It did what tripped me out when I was like giving my opinion about it. Of course, you have the white brigade basically trying to make me feel bad. Oh, you're weak. Oh, you're showing that you have a weak mind being worried about racism. And my reply to them people is, motherfuck you and your opinion and everybody that think like you. Like, dude, come on, man. Like that reverse psychology, Jedi mind trick stuff don't work on me. Like I said, I don't value the snow people's opinion enough to sit up and be worried about them. I'm not one of these Negroes that, white people gonna get mad. I wonder what white people think. I really, truly don't give a damn. And like I say on several occasions, my channel may not be for you, but I'm not going to water down my channel to please. And, basically, um, I'm not going to do it. Not going to cover my channel to oblige and appease my untargeted audience because you're not my targeted audience. I'm not conservative. I, I say what need to be said with no hesitation, no effort. And that's how I'm going to continue to be. Doesn't matter about views and all that kind of stuff. This what your channel do. Hey, don't care. It is what it is. I'm not gonna compromise and commercialize my channel to get a wider audience and say a whole bunch of shit that I know I don't mean. There's plenty of other channels that you go to for that, but this is not the channel for you. I'm not gonna commercialize my channel. I'm not, as they say, I'm not gonna go pop. For what? What do you get out of going pop? Nothing. So if Jerry Jones will make a remark like that in front of Jamie Foxx, man, it just makes you wonder. And like I said before, it really makes me take a different look. And this is why I went in on, and it wasn't really so much about Errol Spence, but it was more about the fans who were trying to talk that pro-black militant, power to the people shit about, Al Heyman or Bob Aaron being this flat out racist and all this kind of stuff, and and calling Terrence Crawford plantation Toby and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you can't take a lot of these internet niggas serious anyway, because a lot of these dudes were cornballs and they were hypocrites and they were just, and they had and they were girly mans. No matter how much they want to, put up pictures of them working out and all that kind of stuff and doing other stuff. And, a lot of these dudes were marks. They were hoes and they were suckers. They disappeared when that picture of Jerry Jones at a Jim Crow rally surfaced. All that pro-black militant stuff went out the window. You had some people saying, well, Town, that was a long time ago. So, people could change. And I'm like, dude, oh, okay. So now you don't have the same energy. But that's typical. I expect that. I expect that type of behavior out of a lot of these low count Negroes. Well, that's what you can expect. So you know, people been quiet about that. Jerry Jones always seems to get a pass for these type of things. You know, I can't get over the fact that Tiger Woods' name was ran through the mud because he had an extramarital affair. Was it not? Was it cool? Was it no? No? Did we agree on it? No, absolutely not. But they ran his name through the mud. The same thing with Emmy Udoka. The man had a consensual extramarital affair, and actually, it was the lady who was cheating on her husband, but everybody blamed him and shamed him and demonized him, and you had people like giving the woman a complete pass, like it's okay for a bitch to cheat on her husband. Make that make sense. But that always seems to be the double standard. If a man cheats on his wife, he's the worst thing ever. He's scum. His private parts should be cut off. But if a woman does it, oh well, it's his fault. Oh, you're not around. You work too much, and I feel neglected, and not So it's always a double standard when it pertains to that. So that's dangerous. You know, you see it all. You see it all the time. Like I said, everybody is all up in arms about Diddy and him possibly doing all this horrendous stuff to women and boys and men and all this kind of stuff. My thing with the whole Puffy thing, well, he learned it from somebody. Let's take a deeper dive in who taught him this kind of stuff. Which I'll go on a limb and say his name. I believe that he got a lot of this from Clyde Davis and other people. And people trying to make it look like these so-called freak-offs, aka orgies, just started with P. Diddy. These things been going on for a while, but now all of a sudden they want to put the spotlight on P. Diddy because he's a black man, and they want to tie this to a black man. Because anything negative they love to tie to a black man. But anything that's positive and a great contribution to the world, such as hip hop, they want to say everybody played a role in helping it develop. Which I'm gonna say this once again: no Latinos helped create hip hop. Hip hop was created by black people, American black people. Did the Caribbean and did they play a role in helping it get off the ground? Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing: the records they were using for samples were by American black artists. So once again, if it wasn't for American black artists, they still wouldn't be no hip hop. So I will give the brothers and sisters from the Caribbeans they just do. But hip hop was pretty much created by American blacks, not no fucking Latinos. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, Jerry Jones told his Cowboy players he basically was saying if any of you dudes took a knee, you gonna be cut and you gonna be kicked off the team, and he was gonna make sure they never got another job. So Jerry Jones been cracking the whip. They call him Django. So so he literally been cracking the whip. He told them that I could find the footage. I know they didn't get a chance to scrub that off the internet. I'm for sure know that exists. So what's up? ah, my teammate and my loyal correspondent Miggs is here, who will be wearing a suit and tie. Who will be wearing a full-fledged suit and tie when he goes to cover the event. Nah, I'm just nah, nah, I'm just nah, nah. We don't roll like that. We don't we don't roll like that. But nah, but Jerry Jones, he been said this. He been said all kind of crazy stuff. But man, to sit up there it just basically talk about a dude's penis size right in front of Jamie Foxx and say, yeah, but that's that stigma that they put on black people. It's a compliment and a diss at the same time. It's a backhand compliment because that's where Teofimo Lopez be getting that stuff from. And I felt it mighty funny that Teofimo Lopez did not show up because me and my homeboy was looking for him. We was looking for him in Arizona. He did not come to the Arizona card, but he probably will be in New York. He probably will be in New York. Can't. But the thing is with Teofimo, maybe the best thing to do with him is ignore him because we all know Teofimo Lopez ain't that dude. Like I said, this dude is so desperate to get notoriety and attention. He just sinking and sinking and sinking into basically a toilet bowl that can't flush, that's full of feces. Because at the end of the day, once again, nobody wants to pay money to see Teofimo Lopez fight. At the end of the day, he should have maybe three losses because he lost to Jermaine Ortiz and he lost to Sandor Martin. And he couldn't even stop a dude, that had been stopped in previous fights. So I'm just saying. But he said he won all this smoke, and then he turned down fights. He cloud chasing Bud. He's cloud. I mean, for real. Cloud chasing Tank. He don't really want them fights. He just want to attach the name, just like Tank. Just continue to attach his name to Devin Haney. But he ain't trying to fight Devin Haney. He fight Lamont Roach. Basically a undercard fighter. He fighting a known undercard fighter. So that's what he does. He elevates these dudes to main event fights. And then he just got through fighting a ballroom fighter in Frank Martin. So, just wanted to put that out there. But it's funny. It was funny how the Errol Spence fans disappeared when the Jim Crow Jerry Jones photos surfaced. But he got a history of doing this kind of stuff. But to sit up there and say that in front of Jamie Foxx, and I guess he didn't think Jamie Foxx, or he didn't know Jamie Foxx was doing an Instagram live. Well, he looked weird. He looked like a weirdo, and he just looked like an old school plantation owner. That was the selling point. That was the selling point when they were trying to auction off those slaves. They would have some yoked up dude. And they would basically have him standing on the stage, on the display stage or the walkway, whatever you want to call it. And they would just like basically auction them off, and they would like talk about the features and all that kind of stuff. And then they would mention that the dude may be well endowed and all that stuff. And they'd say he may be good for breeding and all that kind of stuff, like he was some kind of animal. They thought of those dudes as animals. They thought of us as animals. Yeah, they thought of us as animals. And to a certain degree, that's why they be saying, "Oh, these black people are savages." Well, y'all they the real savages. They the ones that was having intercourse with lambs and all that kind of shit. So I mean, for real, you sure you want to like? I mean, I could really get mean on this on this video. Like, they didn't even, we taught them a lot of different things. They didn't even know how to wash their funky asses until we showed them. I mean, and Serena proved it because she said that nasty ass powdered milk village motherfucker that she married to, she had to teach him how to properly wash himself. And she bragging, well, not her. I think to a certain degree she realized what she have to wake up with every morning. You know, that loser, because that's what he is. Say the man didn't even know how to properly groom himself, and he like in his like, man, come on, man. Like, she had to teach him, bro, like, and you think black dudes are worried about him, and you think that, like, I don't know where they be getting this stuff from. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying. And they be having the audacity to call us savages when they behave like savages. Like, man, come on, man. What's like for real? You really don't want me to go in. I'm telling you. Like, man, Tiafimo is a lame. Like, what trip me out, he's like the rest of these dudes. He like the rest of these non-blacks. They want to be black so bad, but then they can't stand us. But then they try to diss us. But like the thing is, the joke is on Tiafimo. We ain't worried about you. Like I said, you listen to our music. You listen to our music. And once again, if you so-called Latinos created hip hop, well, why why is there slim pickings to Latino hip hop artists? Let's just keep it 100. Why don't y'all listen to y'all so-called hip hop? We're all the Latin rappers. I guarantee you, Teofimo Lopez don't listen to no Latin rappers. When he did his last fight that I attended, I think it was against Josh Taylor. He came bumping J. Cole. J. Cole is black. So, but then again, if you want to get technical, I didn't heard some of I didn't heard some of the Latino rappers, and there a lot of them are trash. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Now, Big Pun, he was cool. Fat Joe, he made some bangers. Fat Joe made some good stuff, but for the most part, they're trash. And that other dude that everybody pumping up, that Mexican OT, he whack too. He weak as fuck, trying to sound like a brother with a southern accent. Like, dude, get out of here. Like, how is he tight when he's still like when he mimicking somebody, like mimicking us and doing something that's been getting did for years. So now all of a sudden he doing it is something special, man. If y'all don't get y'all asses out of here, like, man, get out of here. That's what I'm saying. If y'all so good at hip hop, how come y'all have to copy off us? That's what I'm saying. How come y'all don't got y'all own style? How come y'all be trying to even rap like us? I'm just saying, make that make sense. Nah, Big Pun was tight. Big I can't die. Big Pun was tight. But I'm just saying all the other ones. I'm just saying all the other ones. Like, if y'all just made this great contribution to hip hop, then, like, why didn't the first Latino rapper to go platinum didn't happen till like 1998? So, like, what are you talking about? And hip hop was like, dude, what are you talking about, dude? So that's all I'm saying. I'm talking about like hip hop is like as far as like printing. Putting hip hop records on wax. Like, okay, why did it take till like 1998, 1999 to when Big Pun came out for a Latin rapper to go platinum? If y'all was making so much noise, see how easy this is. This is just really easy. So you sure Dr. Cologne, you want to fuck with me talking this rap shit with your goofy ass? It's like, bro, like, that's all I'm saying. This is just too easy for me. Like, this is just too easy for me. So, like, quit playing with me before you get your feelings hurt. You get your feelings hurt really bad. So quit playing with. Quit playing with me though. But this all falls into play like when I'm talking about, with Master Jerry Jones. He might as well just come in there dressed like that. He might as well come. He might as well come to practice dressed like that goofy ass cornball that be calling himself so-called pranking people, walking up to people calling them boy and stuff. He might as well be dressed like one of them type of dudes, had the white suspenders, had those goofy shoes on and stuff, you know, and those high water pants and stuff with those dress shoes with the leprechaun buckles on there. He might as well come in like that and come in there cracking the whip, talked about you know what needs to get to work. But for him to just get recorded saying stuff, like I said, I hate to see what Jerry Jones say behind closed doors when his kids is real, because he probably be busting that N word like it's going out of style, just like Dog Chapman, when he was proven to be a racist white fuck. When he found out his son was dating a black girl, his son recorded him, basically front him off, said, I know you date a black girl, but we use that N word and stuff around here and all that kind of stuff. So like, bro, like, son sold him out though. Oh, Gerardo, oh Rico Suave. Oh man, yeah, that there you have it. My point was proven. Rico Suave, yeah, point proven. Oh yeah, and Mellow Man Ace. So that's what I'm saying. And none of those dudes sold no records. So, none of them sold no units. So my point was proven. Yeah, yeah. Jerry Jones, he probably be dropping all kind of he probably be dropping all kind of in bombs. Somebody go front of off though. Talking about, yeah. Um, he said dude is like this X amount of height and he weighed this amount of pounds. He said, yeah, he probably got a I was like, what? I was like, man, what is wrong with this old snowman? Like, what is wrong with Jerry Jones, man? Like, bro, you randomly go around talking like that at practice, and it doesn't matter whether you being filmed or not. So you prefer to those dudes like they some kind of livestock, like they showcase ponies or something you know what I'm saying, or like they dogs at a dog and like man at a dog show. So you see them as like thoroughbreds or whatever. You see them as stallions, not Mega the Stallion, but just stallions, thoroughbred horses. That's how you see them. That's how you feel it, Jerry. That's how you feeling, Jim Crow Jerry. Oh yeah, Cypress Hill, but Cypress Hill came after Big Pun though. No, no, my bad. Cypress Hill came first though. Cypress Hill came out. Cypress Hill came out like in the early '90s. But Cypress Hill, I think they first two albums went gold. But Pun was like the first like solo artist to go platinum. But that's what I'm saying though. And then one of the members of Cypress Hill is half black. And it's for debate what Be Real is. 1 minute Be Real is Puerto Rican and Mexican. Then 1 minute he Mexican with a splash of black and some Cuban. Then he Cuban and I don't know what the hell Be Real is though. But the other dude, Muggs, he was a white boy. But Sin Dog was black and Mexican, and they were Bloods on Paru. Cypress Hill was Bloods. Yeah, Jones was at a Jim Crow rally. So everybody acted like they shocked he made those comments. But I'm just saying that he would be irresponsible and reckless to just go around saying stuff. It just sounds weird anyway. Why are you worried about how big somebody's dick is anyway, dude? Like for real, man. Why are you even having that conversation, man? And you know this stuff with Diddy didn't just happen. So I'm like, dude, if you know that you got a celebrity there, you get and you talking like that in front of Jamie Foxx, you feel comfortable talking like that in front of Jamie Foxx? It don't matter whether he was recording or not. That's offensive to say some stuff like that. Yeah, well, here's the thing though. Most the reason why they refer to those owners as good old boys because, well, they're old as fuck. That's one thing. Like, okay, Jerry Jones is about to be 82, or he just or he or he just made 81. Okay, whatever. Now, Martha Ford, who stepped down maybe a few years ago, who owned the Detroit Lions, she was in her 90s. All these NFL owners, for the most part, are old. Bob Kraft is in his 80s. I forgot who's the youngest NFL owner, but most of these dudes are old as hell. So they from that time, which that's alarming. That's kind of disturbing. It's kind of disturbing. It really is. Yeah, Marge Schott used to own the since um Marge Schott used to own the Cincinnati Reds, and she was a full blown racist. I'm talking about she was a full blown racist. And a lot of people said that Georgia Frontier, who used to who used to own the Rams, they said that she was suspect, but then they said she was one of them that like to creep around with the brothers. So, oh yeah, she didn't even deny it. She didn't even deny it. She was blatantly racist. I'm talking about she was blatantly racist. But the funny thing is, people like her, they'll be racist though, but they'll show take some black D in a heartbeat. Which which proves which proves my point that being married to a black woman or a black man does not mean that you are not racist. That's the easiest debate to debunk. It's been proven it's been proven time and time again that that's false. But anyway, you guys, about to get some rest. I'll come back with some more later on. It's your boy Tam. I'm out.